I just released Brave, Rule the Dog and Brave the Baby Bunny Adventures. Now this is a taking a different direction. Now I like to give everybody a very glimpse of the game. Um, there was a name, but Jeffrey was talking about a hero called Sonic. Yes, he was talking about that, but we didn't know who he was, so he could be anybody. So that's okay to say as long as it doesn't represent the Sonic the Hedgehog. It could be this. It can say, we can say Sonic the Hedgehog, but we don't know who he is. We don't know where he is. It's like a mystery, but it's not going to be related to this game. The other part was, but it didn't work. It's not completely fully clear, and like Super said, it doesn't make any sense. So it's gonna be like that. It doesn't make any sense. So if anybody says they understand it, why, it doesn't mean it's gonna be a Sega or Sonic canon piece. So what it's gonna be like, if the only person who can feel that end will be Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Meaning Sonic the Hedgehog has to come to that other dimension. So what happened to Cuddles? Baby Cuddles? Well, the meteor hit the spaceship that was closing in on the planet where he lived, but I'm not mentioning his name, but they knew he was coming. Someone knew he was coming, but I want to fill that gap. I just want to keep it as a sad part. So that way the other side will feel very sad that they wanted him to come, and only the star will tell you that they're searching for him. Yes, they are searching for him. What happened to him? Where'd he go? The heroes are searching for him. They're looking for him from the beginning when he first landed on a new planet. But when would they ever find him? That's this question. When would they ever find him to retrieve him and return him to their world? Now, the those just say I'm just gonna say the Emeralds are still waiting for the Guardian for the new power. But the thing is, that makes their world safe. But the monsters there is not gonna. But monsters there will try to find him, but that he will go to their planet first before they come to his, before they come to him. But that's a good thing. So I don't need to work. I don't need to talk about Zare because Zare is not going to be in our dimension. There's going to be a minion that's going to be in our dimension, and he's going to be called Mag Doom. I remember Mag Doom. Mag Doom was in their dimension. So what was remain of Zare's piece, Mag Doom has went into another dimension, hunting other dimensions. Mag Doom is a creature that hunts so many dimensions and finds other planets to destroy. And guess what? Mag Doom has sighted on where he is, but can't return back to his master to tell him they found him. So what happens to Zare? Zare is hunting Sonic's. Just say Zare is hunting their planet. I'm not mentioning his name. I want to keep that quiet because I already tried, and they're gonna say no, they did not respond. But just to do a double check, keep checking back and back and back. But what happened? Oh, my bad. I'm gonna keep checking back and back and back. No response. So they don't want to be. They don't be. They don't want to talk to me. I understand. That's how it is. But I will still try and keep waiting and waiting, even if it hurts me. But I did try. I did try to talk to them. I did try. I did try. Give me credit for that. I did try, but no response. So what a guy got to do now? Got to move forward. They don't want me. They want to hand over the license. I understand. That's what they want. They don't want to give it to me. Um, but I said I will still be an ally. But the thing is, I'm open to any kind of. I'm open to all the companies still. One of the companies can actually come to me now, but if it comes out to be Nintendo, that's it. Sorry, Nintendo. Sorry, Sega. Nintendo's already struck first. But if it comes to Disney, then sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog. Then there has to be a different story about this. We have to. That'll be a different time where that means. But you already put the. I haven't. I didn't. I only put it as a mystery. It could be him. It could be the blue guy, or it could be somebody else that's hunting him. It could be Disney. It could be Dragon Ball. It could be Mario. It could be um any sort of company that's hunting me. But I'm distancing myself from companies into one of them wants to step forward and wants to find this character. Because once they find the character, what's going to happen? They're going to try to return him back to their planet, so they can so he can receive the main powers, the glorious powers. But they will be already be on this planet. So what's going to happen? He's going to receive different powers, not the ones on their planet. The powers that are greater too. So this new power has been turned to stone. They have not been awoken for many, many years. That's the temple. What was on it? This is the temple of chaos. I call it the chaos emeralds. They've been sleeping for generations, and the guardian called. I haven't made him yet. I haven't named him yet, but he's not a Knuckles name. He is a different character. He is a um, probably a cat, a woman. It could be a woman. Yes, it's a female that's been guarding the temple for many, many years. Not for many, many years. She's not over thousands of years. Oh no, her tribe switches on. So it's a cat tribe. It's a cat tribe with squirrel tribe or chickmunk tribe. So they're all like mixed in together. So what happens then? Um, one character. What happens to Cuddles when Cuddles was a human? He went through a time warp, and then his whole entire body just changed. His hair just got spat out. It means he was changing as soon as he went to the warp gate. The world was turning him into an animal, half human animal. So he was being makeovered. The wharf gate, it was like a wharf hole, a wormhole. The wormhole took him in, and he was being changed. It was like going through the future and changing. The ship was spinning in circles like crazy, like lost its communications. Even the ship was going as it was spinning and spinning. And once he got through the warp gate, like the baby was going crazy. Ah! He was actually asleep and the ship was just spinning in circles as it was going through the warm gate, the warp gate. So it could be a commando's warp gate that was left there, but the commandos don't know which warp gate that they put there. Uh-oh, that's not good. So what would happen? That the commandos on their dimension, they would probably try to find him, but there's no point for them to return him to their dimension. They probably think he's safe there for now. So how would he ever? They're saying how would he ever return back to the planet one? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know which company would let us come back to their dimension. It's called the company. If a company decides we want to join, then that company is open to try to find him and able to tell him to come back to their dimension. So that's what I'm doing. So that way I would not be left out of any other company. So this means this is called a link to which company would want to strike first. So it's like, oh, we're sitting there now. We know that we can have a chance to take this character for our own self. Yes, you will be able to be able to take the character for your own self. But it's very sad that the character is in a new dimension. But this doesn't mean that um if it was the blur that or somebody else, it's okay to say this. It's as long as the game It's not represented. It will have that mystery thing, but they won't be clear to anybody. They'll say, "What is this other dimension? Why is he in dimension two? Why can't he return to dimension one? He has a chance to go back to that other dimension. Why? Why is he on this planet? He should return back to our dimension." Could be anybody who wants him to return to our dimension. But the heroes, there are new creatures and new humans and new animals that are on this world, meaning new adventures, and it will still be the same as the other one. We will be able to race. We will be able to adventure. We will be able to make him stronger. We will be able to retrieve the temples. All that will still be there, but it'll be on this dimension. We'll be able to go to the OSL. So there will be an OSL in our world or this dimension. And it was on the other dimension as well. So how far did they go through the future? No, they're on the same time as the other side. It just they went through a warp gate and entered and came out through the warp gate to another planet. How far are they away from the other planet? Maybe five 500,000 miles away. That's not far. Of course not. It's very close. Planet's not that far from that other planet, but you can't see it because it's far away. It's just the stars preventing the other planets from seeing that planet. But you will probably be able to see it. It's right there. You probably have to have a very powerful technology to find that other blue planet, to find where he is. So that's what I'm leaving that for. 5 miles, 5,000, 5,000 miles, and 5,000 miles away from the original planet. So can he use a warp gate to go back? Yes, he can. But the warp gate was only the warp gate caused the meteor caused the warp gate. It's sad. But I like to give you guys the song, a little piece of the song. So I'm also gonna make a video. The animal is talking to the baby. How he doesn't remember. Hang on. I can tell you, Cuddles' appearance has changed, and the the hero called I called this new creature Rule. He gave him a new name called Brave the Bunny. So what happened to him? He was turned into a hat. It's like I told you before when the bad guy was on the flame character, he had a potion and tried to turn him into a half mutant bunny. But the hero got reversed the potion and got the real antidote and tried to save him. So when he went through the warp gate, he was changing. The warp gate was turning him into a human bunny. So this means what happened to him? He's a human bunny. Human. He's not an animal. He's not a pure animal. He's half human, half animal. So, and if he was in the other dimension, he would be fully animal. So this is a good thing, but he is supposed the shrine is supposed to do that. No, the warp gate did that. It was the warp gate. The warp gate turned him into that. So he's still a human now. But what would happen if he went to the other world and no, it's already too late. You just can't put two more. You can't put another seven in him. It's crazy. Maybe we don't know. If that happens, then he'll be changing into something else. Probably the one from the video game. Like we all know, he'll probably turn him his rabbit form will probably disappear, and he will probably turn into he'll be turning into this. And this is what I'm saying. This is like the spirit that he's out there, and they don't know that someone's trying to find him. But yeah, this is all I can leave out. It's sad. He's on another planet, not that far from 5,000 miles away. I mean 500. I mean 5,000 miles away from their planet. So that's what I'm gonna leave out. It could be from all the other companies from their planet. So what will be this new adventure? Or I go hunt a new company that probably would be interested, and there's nothing they can do about it because once I find it, that's it. There's nothing they can do about it. That's what they wanted me to get away from. They wanted me to get away from him, so that's fine. I'm getting away from him. I'll go find somebody else. So there might be rules about that, but there's hundreds of other companies that would accept him. If they will accept him. I'll even go for the smallest companies, the small business companies, and they would. They would. There are small companies out there will trying to become the biggest companies too. That is looking for people like me that wants me to join the group. Now I already know there's one company that would allow me to join them because I've been hanging out with them, and I have my eyes set on what I think would accept. I probably would accept, and I can give you the hint. I even write it down to here. Hang on, let me pause and pull it out for you. I can pull it out for you. That probably would be my ticket. Because they know me, I've been playing their game, and they will probably be honestly to allow that dream to come true to them. But this means if that happens, that means I'm a part of their group. I'll be part of the canon of their their dimension. But this will be sad. It'll be sad to say it's awful. This it'll be very sad that that other dimension didn't want it. They don't want that to happen. That's okay. What's gonna be? It doesn't mean the original character Baby Greedy Hedgehog is gone. It will still have everything attached. All these things will still be a part of the game. The story that he was one with the Chaos Emeralds. That'll all be on that other dimension. So this dimension is where we'll have him as a human. So that piece, I'm gonna take that piece and head it towards a new dimension. But this will mess up Baby Greed the Hedgehog. Will it? No, not really. It can. There's hundreds of Baby Greed the Hedgehogs in so many dimensions. It could be overwhelming. But the real dimension of Baby Greed the Hedgehog would probably be in Sonic's dimension. But this dimension would create a new character, just like Baby Greed, and the new character, like the new hero, would be as fast, just like Sonic. But his speed would be like hyper speed, hyper turbo speed. It'll be him. But he is what we're gonna be in is an RPG style. We don't need to go high speed now because we're not in Sonic's world anymore. We can choose where we want to go. So I'm choosing to go to. I'm choosing to do the RPG style and a little bit of fast and a lot of adventure racing to make it more fast. So if we want to go, I'm gonna. We can go. There will be fast things in this game, and it'll be more up getting on a rider speed, taking a car, riding a bike, riding a skateboard, having a wonderful time, jumping, going through, collecting emerald crystals, and transforming into super this super perform. So it's a lot to work to do. I have to go all the way back to Wiki and start from the beginning. So what I gotta do is change that picture. So what happened to Baby Cabela and the rest of them? Well, they are lost. And will they ever come to Baby Greed's? Will Cabela ever see Baby Greed again? From this time, I really don't know. I can't tell if I ever see Cabela, if I ever get back with her. I don't know if I'll ever see Cabela in this dimension. Cabela might have been the star. No, that could have been the other side of the gap, other side of the time warp. There's hunting us, but lost communication to Baby Cuddles. So Baby Cuddles they lost communication of Baby Cuddles. So will they ever find him? Who knows? And yes, let you guys know, there will be a time reverse thing. So if some monster tries to destroy the planet, there will be a time reverse, and he will be able to turn back into a child again. It will happen again. It will happen in this dimension as well. He can grow up to be an adult, but it will turn him back into a child again if he fails to prevent this monster from destroying the planet. So just to let you know, the crystals are on this planet. So I want to share the music, so that way you can say it feels sad. Um, Let me pause it. So once this is released, it's done. It's over. This there will be once has been released, they will know who this name is. But It's a different dimension, meaning there's a new hero. So the new hero is right there that found the child that landed on his soil, landed on the new planet. So let me show you the picture. Where's the picture? Well, we're gonna go here. There it is. Oh, sweet, huh? Anyway, we're gonna go to the music. You guys, I'm gonna post it on YouTube so you can find it. Oh, we can't. The music has not been released, but maybe I can give you a piece of it. A little piece, and I'll stop it from there. Shining like stars, temple nearby. Let us seek the power, what it holds. It seems to want you to go there. Rule the dark with a heart so bold. You must be a child, very special. Come with me, I'll take care of you and make you strong. A star from the night sky just speeding down the way. Baby cuddles stretching out his head towards the dawn. I hope you like that. If you want to listen to the full song, um, it'll be yeah. It's sad. It's a sad music, but yeah, he the little child's right here in the picture, lost his way, entered a new warp hole, like I said in my picture. Like I said, the warp hole. Now this is it's called the game is gonna be we got a game. I got a game. I'm gonna have to rebuild it all over again. It'll be much easier than the one I did. It will be much easier and simple. So I don't have to do all that storylines with I can just mention if it's not the game like Sonic the Hedgehog, all the storylines, collecting all that and everything. I don't have to do that. I'm gonna just do a one pure RPG style game. That's all I have to do now. That's the only thing I have to do. I don't need to add any strings attached to it. I don't have to add like Dreams Team and all that. No, we this is like the way beginning. This is the beginning. I mean, there was no heroes that came at this time. At this time, warp time, this is just the beginning. There is no commandos. There is no dreams team. There is no heroes. There is nothing. There's only Baby Greed. That's it, and this new hero. But we're not going to be that much alone because we'll find some new heroes down the road. When we see the commandos, we will see the commandos, but we won't have to worry about playing as them because this is just for Baby Greed. This is only there's only one character in this game. It's only gonna be Baby Greed the Hedgehog in the store. This is where I can finally develop the game without any strings attached to it that takes too long. This is gonna be a simple game, and that's what's gonna scare everybody. Now it's gonna scare everybody because he can make a simple game. But the thing is, I would add children that you guys can. I will add that online system so you can play as a custom character and a mystery character, called Baby Cabela as a human. Woo! The one in the picture, the one in the video. Yes, and Gallius as well. You will play as Gallius only online, a special occasion for the beginning game. I'm only making the online system, and I'm only making the I'm also gonna make a card game because now I can make some card style pictures. Um, that'll be simple. That's gonna be separate towards the game. It's gonna be called Rule the Card Striker. Rule the Speed Striker. That's what it's called. It's gonna be called High Speed Card Speed. It's just a high speed speeding game card game. This dog is all about speed and high speed action, high speed fighting, and that's what it is. So it's gonna be released soon. Once it's released, we have the new Baby Cuddles and the new hero. He's not Baby Cuddles in this dimension. He's called Brave the Baby Bunny now. I should have did some more clothes change up on him in the 2D. I'm gonna work on that and try to improve his hair. I don't need to worry about his hair because I already said his hair is no longer long anymore. It's sort of short. It's sort of a short character's hair. So so he doesn't have long hair anymore. He has short hair because what the dimension did to him. He lost all that long hair. It just shrunk his hair as he was going through this dimension. Because usually rabbits don't have long hair; they just have no hair at all. So they have short sort of skin. So what happened to him? All of that. his body was changing. His whole entire body, his structure, his face, his eyes, everything was changing. He was turning into something different, something new, and he became some sort of new child. Like, what happened to me? And that's he doesn't even know where he's at. Where am I? Okay, so that's the story. So I'm gonna go back to Wiki and I'm gonna explain more. But yeah, you guys now know the game is gonna be called and Rule the Dog. It's called this is the Golden Retriever. Um he is a that dog is a golden retriever. So we got our first golden retriever dog already taken. It's already taken. The music's gonna be released and it's gonna be already out there. Um, no one can catch up to me because you're already making the game. You probably was trying to follow along with me, and you don't know where that game is at. So it's too late. You choose one, you don't choose another. Um, this one doesn't. This doesn't. This game doesn't revolve around no company. So you don't. There is no challenge towards this game because I'm not with no company. So you don't have no challenge. You don't even know this game, and you don't know me now. It's called I'm an unknown game, meaning I'm just a normal game. I'm neutral. I'm a neutral game. It's called I'm a neutral person, meaning I'm not with nobody. I'm just a neutral. Neutral, like you've heard of Russia saying, I want you to be neutral. I don't want you to be with nobody. So this is what I am. I'm neutral. The game is neutral. Okay? When you talk about neutral, you don't have no you don't have no pride to attack this guy because it's just a neutral game. It has no it's not with no company. It's not with nobody. It's just one neutral game that's making its own story and its own life on its own, and trying to pick up fans who loves this game. It's like building my own street, building my own company, but I don't have a company. I'm just a neutral individual. I'm just an individual person just building a neutral game. I'm not with no company. Now, if there was a company that wanted to join and try to make their story bigger with mine, then I'm not neutral. I'm with a company. So that's how I'm saying it. So I'm just neutral. So it's very nice to be neutral. It's very nice to make a game on my own. Actually, I was doing that from the start, ever since I was a kid. So I'm neutral. I'm no longer trying to follow after a company. I'm gonna be just a neutral person, building my game on my own with nobody to be around with, nobody to know. If people want to come and visit me, the Sonic team can visit. Anybody can visit. Um, and you can't put your fingers down on me anymore. You can't say this game sucks. You can subscribe to this new game, this neutral game. Is up to you. Because it's just a neutral game. You don't have no pride. You don't have to attack this game because it's just a neutral game. You don't even know which company it is on. It's not on no company, so there's no point. Nobody's gonna go after you and say all this sort of stuff like, "Hey, this game is stupid" and all that. Nobody's gonna come after me because you know why? I'm not with no fucking company. I'm just a lonely wolf now. So that's how it works. If I'm not even if I'm not following after a company, then they can do something about it. But I'm not following after no company. So right now I'm just making a normal game. And not a normal game, a very high speed good game. That'll be just great. Now I just can say it might be very good to other competitor games. But I'm not competing with nobody. I'm just building the game so it'll be great for everyone to play. That's it. And you're saying if the game completes and the story ends, will they continue on? Yes, the game will continue. I'm gonna be proceeding just like a Sonic game. That's it. This game's gonna be having. It's gonna be proceeding just like a Sonic game, but it's not a Sonic game. It's just gonna proceed just like Sonic game. Well, this game comes first and the next game comes next. That's how I'm saying it. That's how like if Sonic makes this game and the game is done and they make another part, they go do another game version. That's what I'm talking about. Like Sonic Movies 1, they made the movie and they waiting for the next version to come out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what the game's gonna have. All right, people. That's what I'm trying to fill in, and yeah, it is nice talking about you. And yeah, the game's gonna look good. The music's beautiful. It's gonna go. Um, it's gonna be on the pay on YouTube very soon. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.